Hey guys, welcome to Better Days. Today I want to talk a little bit about what it is to be an entrepreneur and just my story a little bit. So since I was young, I've talked about it in the past. I got in a lot of trouble as a teenager. Didn't do very well in school. Um, barely made it through high school. Got through, but barely. No college education. So my path was working in bars for a good majority of my younger years, and in the interim of also working in bars, being an entrepreneur. I was constantly trying to start businesses, constantly trying to start new things. With the way my brain works, I can't really sit still. I'm constantly working on a different project, a new project, or this or that, which is, great, and it's also not great. You know, Starting over right now in new businesses and trying to rebuild alone, that's a tough road. It's got its ups and downs. It's got a ton of stress. It's got a ton of anxiety that's built into it, especially when you're dealing with having a family and little kids that you need to provide for. As a man, there's a level of stress that comes with this that is extremely difficult some days. The world, not the world, but there's people out there that don't want more for their lives, and those are always the ones that drag you down. They're like, don't do this. This is a bad idea. They're just kind of the naysayers. And then the people that I find that are doing better in life are always the ones like, hey, keep going. Like, you're going to do great. Like, just keep going forward. They're always there to help kind of cheerlead. The scary thing that I want to talk about is the current situation I'm in. I'm 52 years old. I've had several companies in my life. I've built some multi-million-dollar companies, sold businesses. But right now I'm in a really rough spot for several reasons, while building businesses. And the part that's so stressful is if it doesn't work out, I don't get to just go get a CEO job at some large corporation. It's really interesting to me that these big companies, they want that master's degree in business or the bachelor's degree in business or whatever it is. They want some sort of degree tied to what these higher level management people are doing. And I feel like in the corporate world, the day is just consumed with all these high level people sitting in meetings, pushing stuff off back and forth and never really getting any real work done. The ideas that come through is, normally whoever has the idea doesn't necessarily get credit for it. It goes up to some higher position that didn't really come up with it. They just took the credit for it. So, circling back here, the part that is so scary is I don't get to go get a job. I chose the life of an entrepreneur, and I am an entrepreneur. That's it. Like, that's all I get to do. If one business doesn't work, I have to start another. Maybe from the world's perspective, I'm qualified to go drive a forklift. I'm qualified to go do sales. I'm qualified to, run a restaurant or something like that, which, again, all those professions are great. There's nothing wrong with doing those professions, but with the amount of business experience, real life, like live experience that I've had in owning and operating my own companies, it's strange to me that I couldn't walk into a company that is on par revenue wise with what I've built in the past and say, hey, I've got like a whole lot of real world life experience. I want to come in here and try to help your company. But I'm not that well spoken either. So I guess maybe that's part of my problem. I don't know. I just been thinking the last couple days about entrepreneurship, and it gets more and more difficult. I feel like as you get older, especially if you're kind of behind the eight ball, it's just a lot of stress in it. And you really got to be of a certain type of mindset to handle the pressures of this without just going off the deep end. So yeah, I don't know, follow the journey, don't follow the journey. I appreciate those that do watch, and maybe take something away from it. Maybe you got a comment to make about it in your own life and you want to share an experience, you want to chat. I'm always down to be an ear to listen, and I'm always down to give some advice if I have any. May be good, may not. I don't know. So hope you all have a great day. I got to get out there and go kill some bugs. But yeah, it's a lonely road some days. Some days it's really rewarding and fulfilling, but some days it's just really lonely and you're kind of on an island with your thoughts and your goals and the future of where you want to take things. And so often people just don't understand holding the vision and pushing towards that vision no matter what it takes. And I guess that's why, there's people out there that just want to work. There's a lot of safety in just working. There's a lot of probably peace of mind that comes with just punching the clock at 9, leaving at 5. You don't have to think about work again after you leave at 5, and your weekends are your weekends. There's probably a lot of peace that comes with that. Unfortunately for me, I didn't choose that path. So anyway, I got to get out of here. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks. Bye.